To do that to wake up. Hi! I was doing a whole bunch of that too. I'm Chris. I'm hosting a live stream on the internet, and today I want to say hello to Long Was Here, and John Thomas John, and V Rider, and Chris Muse, and Robot Lorekeeper, and Tonbot, and Sky Seiyu. We're hitting the ground running! Zets isn't for an hour. I thought it was now. I need to do something where I'm gonna pass out. I ate a little custard-filled fish cake, and I'm gone! So, oh, hi, Verspringen, you're here too. Hello, welcome. So I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna hurl. First, I'm gonna show you my box. It's gonna get censored. We're doing this today! I'm gonna switch to the desktop cam. I'm gonna finish this stream in somewhere between 60 to 70 minutes. Diaclona has me on television in Kevin House. Kevin House? From, I don't remember your bit anymore. What? Kevin House, the guy who says, in the ass? His famous catchphrase, the House's famous catchphrase? In the pregnant dog? Oh, it's your house, okay. Hello, Student Scissors. Wasn't there a bit? Didn't House from television have a whole bit? Where it's like, did you ever see the episode of House where he says, in the ass? You all know what I'm talking about. You've all seen House, right? You know the famous episode where he says, in the ass? Here's the trays, by the way. It's once again spread out ridiculously. Look at air everywhere. Yeah, he says, in the ass? You know, the famous... It was brought up... There's a famous YouTuber, Diaclona, who made that into also a stream bit. You know when you remember that one of your friends did something, and you remember that it had a word in it, but you don't remember a single other thing about the bit they did? It's very good to just start making things up, because it'll go great. Lie and I are yelling at you confused. Well, you're not typing at me confused, so I figure we're all... hi there, Tony. Is there an episode of House where he kicked a pregnant dog? Well, I don't think so, but, you know... Because I know there were probably episodes of House where, like, a dog was harassed. But the question is whether or not, like, that harassment was, like, physical or simply verbal. There is nothing up him. He's Kome-filled guy. I don't know. Listen, I only eat American food, okay? Like, I don't know what Kome is, but whatever that is, I hope it's tasty. We gotta get all the bits out here. I got a fresh Versalter bullet core. I'm so happy. I'm gonna treat you like a pregnant dog, my man. What? What? No one has ever said that to me in my entire life. Hey you, I'm gonna treat you like a pregnant dog. This really is the year of the, what year is it in the Zodiac calendar? I didn't keep up. There's the dog that ate the heart. I don't know what that is either. Haunts. Lupus? It's the year of the Bojack. Oh no. The year of the Uma. This is all disrespectful. This is... And it's not me saying that. It is the Yakuza who is saying that. You're not supposed to be co-opting famous mobile video game Uma Museum like this. You're just... Whoa, listen, I'm not the one who said, like, hey, you. I'm gonna treat you like a dog with a little dog in it. Yeah, Ume Musum. It's a mobile game. I really like, what's the, Gold Feather. My favorite Uma Musum. Yakuza versus Vangelus Shadow Organization when? Yakuza's at my door now. Well, look, whose fault is this, really? Is it my fault, the innocent streamer, or is it the fault of people who started yelling stuff like, oh, House said he's gonna put a pregnant dog up his ass, which is not something I said. I'm just paraphrasing. I got a Dianaut. Stay tuned for, hey, you know what? TFCon Toronto's coming up very soon. There were more parts in this tray than I expected. TFCon Toronto's coming up very soon. I'm so proud to announce falsely an upcoming panel, the pregnant dog debate. Dog that ate the heart was Grey's. Oh, Grey's Anatomy is that show I keep seeing on Reels. Because I'm like, this isn't House. And then there's like some scene in a back room where like some guy's like, are you a doctor? And then the character's like, I'm not a doctor, I'm a doctor. And then the guy's like, and then just shoots someone in the head. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. You know, prestige TV nowadays, am I right? You hate Grey's Anatomy because it's about a woman, don't you? I don't know what Grey's Anatomy is. It's just one of my shows on Instagram. Vangelus is Canadian. Uh-oh. Don't let the government know. They're gonna be like, this is an American website. Primal Prime, hello. Robots Core, hello. It's been a minute. Well, we always got VODs, so there's always another minute whenever you got a minute. Actually, usually a bunch of minutes. This time I'm aiming to kind of, you know, finish up most of this stream in about an hour or so. So I'm going to avoid, like, coming up with extracurricular activities by the time I finish playing with the toy. Heard it here first, folks. Vangelus doesn't watch women on TV. I exclusively watch women. I don't have to finish that sentence. It's not the law. I gotta open the cockpit to put my little person inside, okay? Like, this is important. Chris, if you want me on that panel, I can bring my Hydro Splasher. When did you... yeah, what happened? I was like, I don't recall this name. Hello, Biblical GD Slalom. Is a deboxing like a degloving asking for a friend? Kind of. This is a Dionaut V2, by the way, so you do have a fun little tiny neck joint. Good times. What do you watch them for? I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch TV. I watch a la carte digital streaming entertainment. I don't build my schedule around shows. I build shows around me. I say as I also try to finish a stream within an hour to watch something that simulcasts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a problem. I shouldn't be able to push down and do that. Where's the remains of my spudger? Ugh. Ugh. Primal Prima, I am doing, like, I am trying to wake back up. I'm trying to be woke. You could say that I'm doing a very dark job of it. Any mini painting happened? I have not been mini painting for a bit. 2024, when bad things happened in the summer, I kind of dropped 2.5 hobbies and have not yet picked them back up. That's one of my goals for this year, is to pick some hobbies back up. Not very darkwoke.jpg. Well, yeah, but pretty very woke.png, am I right? Who cares about your file size? Not me. Go get thicker internet. Oh, here we go. Fixed. What's up, Griff? Transmech, hello, we are clone-ing. In fact, Diaclona, one of the chief designers of Diaclone, is in the chat right now. I'm lying, but you should just roll with it. It's pretty funny. I am Darkwoke. Part of me is darkwoke.bitmap. Still going to TFCon. Oh, yeah. Unless something horrible happens, I will be going to TFCon Toronto. So what Somersaults? We're deboxing an Aggress Versalter. That's why I put aggressive somersault into the thumbnail. You'll notice the word aggressive and then a guy doing a somersault. They had DA01 for 150, and man, is that the original Dia Battles? Because DA11 is a better version of DA01. It's slightly improved. You can find out more about that in my video review about the piece, actually. What's up, General Techno? Alright, the Aggress Versalter begins. I believe that, my understanding is, a lot of this toy is putting more and more things onto it. And it keeps getting bigger and thicker. 150 though is pretty good. Like the improvements are improvements. I don't think that they're like critically necessary. It's just like some parts of the toy work a bit nicer. And I think that the silver paint is better, but Verspringen his somersaults. Oh, I thought you were doing a bit. He's so aggressive about his somersaults. That is true. Have you seen BotCon Auto Troopers at TFCons before? I did at TFCon LA 2 years ago. No, wait, that was the new Auto Trooper. BotCon Auto Troopers, I can't remember. I saw them in LA, but that was like sad reasons at that toy show that inherited Derek Wyatt's collection. Why does this not feel like it's pegging in? I see it entering. It's just not gripping very hard. That's weird. And then I gotta put his shoes on by transforming his feet, as you do in real life. It does get bigger and thicker, you'll see. Safe for TOS. Yeah, it's if you can get a good deal on DA01, you do get an extra Dianaut in it, and you get an exclusive Road Viper color, which is pretty cool. Oh. Never mind. I was doing it right the first time. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put the shoe on by transforming the shoe open. Does this hinge back? I forgot. It does. Okay. So you first break your ankle and pointe, as they do in ballet, and step into your shoe, then click it around your foot, and then have a new foot that's better. You played the BotCon Auto Trooper but don't have a Cerebro-style psychic pinpoint of the location of each copy of his toy. Lazy. I was cast at the last minute as the BotCon Auto Trooper, so they never outfitted me with the gear. That is a union issue, not a me issue. Look at this little guy. He's here what? Pip? Imagine getting your balls kicked in by these foot. Vangelus just drink coffee in the middle of the night like a normal person. No, I try to maximize the effect coffee has on me by only ever having max 2 cups in a day and never any more coffee after 3 p.m. if possible. Sometimes after 4 p.m. One of these evil men needs to be stomped in the ball with these knackers. Imagine kicking a pregnant dog with these bad boys. The weirdest thing about this is that, like, I know the context. To which I'm sure someone will say, what the hell do you mean there's a context to what you just said? Well, you don't get it, okay? Hard to be artist. What are those? Now imagine dragons. Yeah, I know. Dragons? In this economy? Is kicking pregnant dogs a Pat Lee thing or? Like I said, it's hard to be an artist nowadays. Any stories to regale as the voice of Beast Wars 2 Thrust in the TFCog fandom? Yes, I entirely for several years forgot I ever recorded things for Thrust, even though to this day I constantly like to grab people on the street and go like, hey, do you remember me as the voice of Great Shot? And then they're like, why are you grabbing me? Stop grabbing me that hard. I have an injured shoulder. And I'm like, well, you should use some courage to fix that shoulder, weakling. I'm putting the backpack together. This is going to be sick. Like, look at this. Imagine that this is just what you got going on, right? Wait a second. I think I figured out why the shoulders were not feeling right. Did they show me that this is a piece that I slide down? Oh, okay. The instructions make this a very hidden step because they have an arrow, but this is already on in the picture. So I was supposed to slide this piece on here and then clip this on. Now, that's on real rigid. Stop grabbing me, I have a pregnant dog sad face. Listen, not to like change the direction of the audience's ire here, but why are we sad face at the miracle of life from your beloved animal that you are the guardian for, not the owner of, the guardian for? What kind of box am I looking at? This is an Aggress Versalter from Diaclone Reboot. Get her ass, Chris. Yeah, that's right. Finally, listen. The people are done. All right. We're not gonna stand by idly. We're back in it. It's actually supposed to go on top of the backpack. It's a very important difference. There we go. Does tactical mover stuff have the same good buttery hand feel? It kind of depends. Because there are, like, 7 or 8 of them, mold-wise at least, leaving out all the colorways. And they're smaller, so they don't have, like, all the clicky joints and everything, but they are, like, sort of like if a Dia Battles was, like, a Voyager or a Leader, these are, like, a Deluxe or Basic. So this is just an Aggress Versalter stock, I think. And then there's little flip-out handles on these cannons so that if, you, like, for some ungodly reason, you were like, I don't think I like cannons mounted on shoulders. I want this to have to hold it. This thing can hold it. There's a little handle here. Pew! You know, like classic. Vangelus, would you signing an Autotrooper print be doable? Yes, as long as we aren't holding up, like, human traffic in the middle of a hallway, I'm happy to sign most anything, as long as I'm not, like, putting toxic ink, like, onto something that's alive. So, man, there's an Argo Versalter and Aggress Versalter. Yes, well, Argo is because it goes into the ocean, like Jason and his Argonauts, whereas Aggress is because when you're in space, you're aggressively. Chris, why did you pog so crazy for Major Mo? Major Mo, the GoBot, was one of my original GoBots as a tiny, tiny toddler. So I have, like, an extra, deep, throbbing spot in my heart for Major Mo. Now we take the Daedalus unit, baller name, by the way, and we slap that Daedalus unit right up the back side of this here Aggress Versalter. It's called the lock bar, this orange bit. Which pegs are we using here? Why did you phrase it like that? What if phrase what like? You're looking for any metal card bot? So what I did, right, is metal card bot, by the way, this is a moment of beauty. So this thing pegged in with 2 very rigid pegs, but now the lock bar locks it in. Ooh! Anyway, he's he's a little back heavy at the moment. So what I'm going to be doing is metal card bot has once again been shunted back in my life because I wanted to pursue the works of Godbrave Studio, and so what I did is or runner parts. I think I have lined up acquiring my first piece of Godbrave Studio design work, but I went in a slightly different direction. I would still like a bunch of metal card bots as well. I need the world to give me more human money. I need the world to provide me with more cash in addition to all the cash I already have, so I can trade it for metal card. That, or I need the world to provide me with metal card bots. Basically, somewhere out there, right, in this arrangement, someone somewhere gotta give me something, or like I'm gonna have to start invoking the dark power. And like, does anyone win when I do that? No, not really. I hear you can get more cash from a bank if you try hard enough. That's what I heard too. It's been on my to-do list for a while to try harder at the bank. Yeah, Omander, Metal Cardbot comes from Godbrave Studio, who come from the same general Korean-based school of thought that is very brave informed, but got its big kickstart by ousting Super Sentai and Power Rangers, Super Sentai / Power Rangers, in the toy aisles with Tobot back in 2013. The beautiful year when Tobot's second season, I believe, ousted not only Power Rangers, but Lego as well in toy sales in Korea. And so there's a lot of Power Ranger-y, Sentai-y basis to a lot of the structure of those robots, but a lot of the enthusiast design from the designers is from Brave. So Godbrave Studio is kind of like what I always wanted that stuff to turn into. They seem to be taking over their little side of the industry in the most beautiful way possible. Which makes me very happy. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where these missiles go. He's just sticking a few little missiles into a few little spots, as you do, as you have fun. I gotta stick one more missile on here, and then we're kind of almost done with bits. I did review a Tobot back in the day. I reviewed Tobot Adventure Z, one of the best Tobots of that season. I missed a whole bunch of this. Do you want me to bring Gigantrex to, I don't want to, like, if you want to bring Metal Cardbots to TFCon because you want to, then go for it. But, like, I do want to say, don't bring anything on my account because there is a non-zero chance that we will see each other for, like, less than an hour cumulatively. Through no intent of either of us. It's just, in my experience, that's something that can happen at a TFCon. So make sure you're bringing it for other people too, right? And for yourself, most importantly. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, man, I got Kevin to bring like 8 cars worth of Tobot to TFCon Toronto. How did you just pronounce the word cumulatively? Cumulatively. Come. Thank you, Tombot. This is parts 5 and 6. Where did the runner parts go? How can you do this to me? I'm a giant! Okay, they just want us to crack the back open. Cumulative wordsmith Pat Doug Walkerly. Thank you, GD Slalom. Finally, someone understands and appreciates. There's a nice soft detent right there. Pregnant Doug. Someone finally understands and appreciates. Me, Pregnant Doug Walker. Hi, I'm famous Pregnant Doug Walker from the internet. You might remember me from whatever the friggin' TV show is that had him appear. Ooh. Ooh. There's a little click locking tab in there that's like, ooh. And then a little tripod foot so this guy can reasonably stand. Oh, this is holy. Okay, look at this. This extends and then folds down so that he can actually stand on a gravity-borne surface with all of his fun things attached. Vangelus is an avant-garde artist in the medium of pronunciation. Thank you. I do what I can. You know, it's a tough industry out there, but someone's got to run it. This thing is really cool in person. Like, I knew what this looked like, but I didn't quite understand how much I'd like the, you know, the kind of, like, devastatingly violent starfish attached to the back. Oh, also, do you like missiles? I sure like missiles as well. Oh, interacting in chat is just it's very strange. I'm very bad at doing it when I'm not the streamer. So don't worry about it. Ain't no one out to get no one. We just here to change the world. Oh, there we go. This is friggin' cool. So there's at least one more, like, big-ass mode. Yeah, Ultimate Showdown mode. Thank you. So for Ultimate Showdown mode, we need to fold out some little handles out of here. And then to enable Ultimate Showdown mode, these will line up with the fists. So it's like the little robot is hand controlling these armatures in Ultimate Showdown mode. Violent Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Pregnant. Thank you, GD Slalom. We're here to change the world. We should be half an hour out from Zets. Have they started the timer, or are we half an hour out from them starting the timer? And then is it going to be like a 2-hour timer, and then 5 minutes later they just put the episode up? Bless them, they're doing their best. The next stage in Ultimate Showdown mode is, what is this? We lock these in? Okay, so yeah, we slide this. So this can wiggle, but then you slide this to lock it. And then once you do that, you detach it from back here. So now it's locked on, well, it's being gripped in a hand by the little Versalter suit. And then what? I mean, I know there's more flippy outy bits in here. Yeah, revolve these around. I thought there was like a claw. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this manipulator arm allows Ultimate Showdown mode to grab little guys. There we go. So just in case you've like made the pilot of this really mad, he can grab you with the Ultimate Showdown mode. And grab you here in his little fingies, and wiggle you around, and then shoot you at point blank with 2 giant guns. Oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Did I just spot a cool thing? Can this... Clippy? No. Okay, it doesn't. I thought it would clippy. Regardless. Is there anything... Oh, there's also one other funny thing to do in Ultimate Showdown mode. So we'll have a gun hand and a claw hand. And then you can take this back piece, swing it up and over. Swing it up and over. Feels like I'm colliding with something here. Oh, there we go. Okay. And so once you've got it up and over... do I have the Balkan Auto Trooper? I do, but I don't have him very handy. A lot of my stuff is kind of mired in disaster. But I do have, I think 6 of them. At least 3 of them. Maybe 6 of them. I can't quite remember. There's one more cool thing that we can do here. Yeah, I gotta move this thing up. Right? Right? Oh, okay. Yeah. So first you wiggle the big throbber up to get out of the way, and then you figure out how to wiggle these 3 things up. So that in unison, they lift and twist these 3 lenses, if you will. There we go. And then you flick this forward to open the iris. Like that. And then the idea is it shoots it down through all these lenses. And then there's a name for this. Main Paneru. That's not a cool name. But basically, it shoots a big-ass gun along with all the other guns and the missiles to, like, decimate. And that is the crux of Ultimate Showdown mode. Also, I just realized these little satellite deedlies rotate up and down on their own so they can get out of the way of the Macross missile spam, which is kind of nice. Magnifying glass ant beam. Yeah. And yeah, somewhere down here, this little guy is, like, buried. And then deep inside here, there's a tiny little dude piloting this, which is kind of cool. Are Transformers animated easy to see at TFCon, unboxed or boxed? It kind of depends year to year. Like, nowadays, ever since 2020, I would say dealer rooms are slightly unpredictable. And then right now, with TFCon Toronto, there is the big question of, like, how many American vendors are going to make it. Now that, like, BotCon has, like, for some godforsaken reason, decided to double book directly at the same weekend as TFCon Toronto, are there going to be American retailers who are like, ooh, I don't want to risk a border crossing, etc.? So I really don't know. Like, dealer rooms now I kind of just take as, like, a mystery box. But there are definitely, like, you know, animated toys that appear in them. So I would just say, like, you know, you go in with sort of a soft want list and then have a couple backups. Yeah, also the question is, do the Americans make better sales at TFCon, and do Americans get better spending time at TFCon with the still functional exchange rate in their favor? So yeah, this is the real goofy neato side of the Aggress Versalter, and I got 20 minutes to get to Mega Machine mode. So now I'll return the Aggress Versalter to its travel form, Mega Machine mode. What's up, TubeSmith? Welcome to... That's your first time in a Vangelus stream. Well, hey, listen. How would you like to... Oh, these things wiggle. Anyway, how would you like to get into the affordable hobby of Diaclone Reboot? By the way, in the pseudo-fiction of Diaclone Reboot, there is a whole bit about how, very specifically, an Aggress Versalter is flanked by a squadron of 3 Hawk Versalters, which is like the small version of an Aggress Versalter. I'm up for it. I have no emotional attachment for money. This is the way. This is the way. Hawk Versalter. Oh, boy. Lai, can you please IRL moderate action Kevin Verspringen for Hawk Versaltua, please? Thank you. On it, boss. See, this is good workers. We like good workers here. Penny, hello. Lai waggled her fingers sternly at thank you. No, no, no. Can I ask about my paycheck, though? Hey, listen, in this company, we're a family. And we like to think that family has families back. And, you know, as you know, in this economy, we're all having to kind of tighten our shoelaces. And nobody's really getting off scot-free in here. So, you know, we've got to shore up a couple of the extra bills around here. I better be in the Wilman. Oh, well, you know, like I said, you know, in this company, we're a family first and foremost. When was I hired? You know, nobody reads end user license agreements these days. You could just put anything in them. When are the rest of us in chat getting paid? Like I said, in this company, we're family first and foremost, and sometimes family have to stick it out together. And, you know, I can't go on my lavish ski vacation if, you know, I'm having to really make so I'm really happy that you are all making such a great sacrifice for me, who does, like, you know, a lot of the work around here. And making sure that I can go and live in the comfort that I need to manage whatever it is we do here. Who's the HR department at Vangelus? I'm proud and honored to announce my newest coronation in this company as Human Resource... what was the word? Department. I'm going to do a great job, and I'm looking forward to getting paid really well for it. As Vin Diesel once said, sometimes family has to be sacrificed to the screaming pit. Maybe there wouldn't be a screaming pit if Dwayne Johnson would lose a fight on screen. Sounds like a him problem to me. Long was here doing the good kind of chat strike, just typing more stuff. Well, I got some great news for all of you. I've managed to work out a deal with the union, and we've partnered with another YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Diaclona, who you can hit up to get all of your back pay with interest. They are a fully equipped operation, no questions asked. You see something, you just take it. It's yours. We've evaluated this all out, and frankly, I'm honored, proud, and humbled to be a part of this great venture. So congratulations, everybody. Wow, wow, wow. Verspringen, the scab. Can we please get some moderation action on the scab in the chat? I don't need to mod you. You have the greatest moderator position possible right now in this very specific context. Oh, there we go. There we go. Generally speaking, I think people will be great bringers of joy, going by what I heard from TFCon LA, if you bring Tachi from Metal Card Bot to any TFCon, really. Huh? What the? Oh, interesting. It's actually pronounced Taki. Oh, okay. I'm still getting used to Korean romanization. I did not come from the K-pop fandom mines. 15 minutes. Easy. Easy clap. What should I get? Bring to get signed by David K. I mean, if you have something already, I would just pick something that has like a flat surface. If you're thinking of getting a toy signed, like I would say, like consider whether you want to get a toy signed or not. If that makes sense. Like sometimes it's the autopilot thing to be like, I'm gonna get this figure signed, but then it's like, wait a second. I like this figure though. Now this figure has someone's signature on it. Like I've seen the thought process happen before. Questions about your 401k. Well, listen, I don't play a lot of Games Workshop games, but I'm willing to hear out most anything. Does this have tab-in spots for anything, or are we just laying down here? I think we're just laying it in. Massive gun sausage! What are we doing back here? Oh, neat. Okay, so something else this came with was this entire little vehicle. That, you know, obviously being Diaclone. There's a couple seats in there. It has one pair guns. And it also can turn into a hover truck. Much like Prima Prime by doing this. Now it's a space truck. Now it's a hover truck. But this also can slot onto this this leg there. Is this full down? Oh, it's got storage space for like something. Just stuff. Chewing gum. But that also fills in the back here and gives it like another object. Oh, that's tough. Lie Diaclona. And I believe there is... Yeah, there's some landing gear back here. And this landing gear has an ankle tilt. So it can match with this front landing gear. So you can have a full-on landing scenario. So this thing lands and then farts out this little truck. And this truck goes like, beep, 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 let's go and pick up some resources and things. We're going to go collect resources. Do I ever get to know what was on those runners? Yeah, storage for the Caballo Ramune tablet. What are the dang runner parts? I do not know. These look like these go on top of something that might have been very small print somewhere in here. Weird. I'm farting out trucks because I'm getting all that good protein. I'm just going to quickly slap us over to Mega Mech mode. Oh, a DVD collection or something would be very solid for getting signed, because that is one of the flattest of signable surfaces. So the Mega Mech mode, the Aggress Versalter does this too. So this is using the legs as just big articulated arms for when this is flying through space, trying to collect resources, threatening that it does have a final encounter or an ultimate showdown mode. Yeah, it's like Gerwalk if the feet were hands. And then there is Interstellar Cruise mode. So what are we doing for this? Oh. So in Interstellar Cruise mode, you flip this whole thing over. And then flip this little thing over. And so now it's like the truck is the cockpit, and the vehicle mode's even longer. And it's going to go on an interstellar cruise. And then if something threatens it during that interstellar cruise, you can be like, maybe I haven't told you about Ultimate Showdown mode. Let me deploy my giant ant-killing cannon. Credit Tonbot. And now we'll just, like, blow a hole through a planet. It's good times. Gerfloat. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I'll take two. This thing is super neat. This is the most expensive of the Versalters because obviously it's a normal Versalter with a giant thing bolted on the back. Although you can also just... just rip a fingernail off, then get that lock up. Detach the Daedalus unit, let that, fall back to the earth or whatever. Just leave it in control. Actually, no, here. You just flip this around. Let the Daedalus unit, pilot itself a little bit. Or be like a little trailer. Anyway. And then you've got this Versalter just, like, soaring around with two giant guns. Is there a picture of it as a vehicle? Modular mode. Oh, okay, that's just sticking this onto the Daedalus unit. Cheater! Yeah, modular mode is when there's no tactical mover body. If you leave out the part that turns into a humanoid shape, you take the bullet core and you just stick it onto this thing. And then this is just a vehicle. This doesn't really transform into anything. But the idea is that another bullet core will plug on here, fly this module over. This Versalter is like in a big dogfight or something. Little guy goes like, "I've got a Daedalus unit for you. Excellent, gashin," and then connects in and pa-pa. Where would a Canadian purchase Diaclones like this for a reasonable deal? Japan. There is a Tomy USA shop that ships to Canada, but it's not really a good deal. But yeah, you'd want to go to Mandarake is an easy one. There is some Diaclone reboot that shows up on AliExpress, as well as some decent knockoffs of very specific Diaclone reboot stuff. But if you're looking for something like the Aggress Versalter, you'd probably want to hit up like a Mandarake and just, you know, check in now and then, see if there's another one floating around. What happened to your wrist has always been like that. Yeah, do you not have a secondary brain module in your wrist? What's wrong with you? Yeah, we also have more options because we don't have direct tariffs. We've just always had Canada Customs charging $10 plus tax whenever they look at anything. Ooh. 5 minutes. Yeah, this guy and this guy. This is more of a comparable Versalter setup. Oh, ages 3 and up does have some Diaclone as well. They have flat rate shipping. I think their selection is a little bit smaller usually because they just get in a little bit. They take pre-orders, obviously. They sell it. They move it along, so they don't usually have like a lot of older stuff there. But definitely if there's something newer you're looking for or something that recently came out, see if they have it, because then it's already in the country and you're supporting a Canadian retailer. Is the bullet core the only interplay with bigger Diaclone? For tactical mover stuff, it is just bullet cores and 3mm ports are the main things. What would be a Transformers animated figure you'd recommend 100%? Rodimus and RC are both very good still. Yeah, for Americans, it's such a variable scenario that doesn't affect me. I don't really know what you should be looking for. Oh, this explains it. Okay, so I put the shoes on the wrong way around. There is actually a locking tab that I could have been using this whole time. Let's go fix that. Yeah, now I got like a little tab in a slot scenario here, so these can actually connect together. And now it feels, it's a small thing, but now it feels way more intentional what's going on here. And you can fan mode this up if you want to like fold these over or something, make it like a little, you know, Nexus Prime fan mode, basically. Tubesmith. Sons of Cybertron, Rodimus, and Black Rodimus are gorgeous if you want something different. Yeah, any version of the Rodimus mold is one of the peak deluxes, because it's from the end, right? They have the Hawk Versalter. What I will say, the Hawk Versalter, sometimes you can find a used one on Mandarake for like 3,500 yen. But I think ages 3 and up have got like different colorways available. But also, if you just want to get one off there, you don't have to start digging around Mandarake and hoping things line up. Yeah, the Hawk Versalter had his own little version of this. There's lots of things that have deployable warheads. 2 minutes till Zets. Found one for 2,500 yen. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Hawk Versalter for some reason is like one of the less popular ones. The Argo is the least popular one. But I like them all. Like, they all have their own charms. Emperor Nova, yeah, the good old Mandarake, can I find all these at the same store shuffle? That's the thing that happens to me constantly. Have you ever misfired on a dog that turned out not to be pregnant? No, I never misfire. Anything that gets hit with my ultimate attack, had it coming, those are the galactic rules. I might not even understand them myself, but if something had it coming, I might not know it, but if it got come on, it was meant to be. Anyway, what a great note to end on. my short little stream. I just wanted to open my fancy toy on a stream so I could wave its parts around and let us all have some fun. If it got what? What? If it got what? What? What's that copy pasta where it's like I saw Vangelus in the convention hall and then I tried to say hello and he just said, "What? Huh? What?" And then the other internet person I know came up behind me and put me in a full Nelson and like stuck his tongue in my ear. And then they both shoved me into a toilet and laughed. There's like a copy pasta about that people used to. Anyway, I should turn the music on. TFA Cliff, hello, Disney World. Thanks for visiting us from Disney World. I appreciate that. But I also appreciate that you all came by this here stream. Thank you for coming by. What the? That's not the right. Thank you for coming by this here stream. What's the I don't know. I will catch you all later. I got more stuff to do. Next week, I don't know when or where I'll be streaming, but I'm going to try to fit one in. My mom is coming to visit, and I want to prioritize her and hanging out with her and stuff. But also, she might get, like, tired in the evenings, and I might have an evening wherein I'm like, oh, what a time to stream. So I'm going to play it by ear. But in the meantime, stay safe out there. Perhaps consider watching Kamen Rider Zets. It's literally starting now. And then you can just go rewind the live stream. I think they still left that on. Union's after you. Bring it. No pregnant dog union has ever stood in the way of me defeating, in single combat, a child. Or an well, no, that hasn't happened yet. Neither is the other one. What I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure if I was armed, I could subdue a child if they didn't know I was behind them and I was able to, like, you know, have a free swing. I could probably do it. But, you know, those aren't my words. I'm just repeating what Live from @Diaclona told me about. You should go ask her about it. It's kind of interesting, actually.
Let them come.